So here we are, Petty and Auntie in the house. And before I even ask a first question, I'm curious, do y'all have any home? I know it's early on the East Coast here, but is there like a baseball game in Venezuela or Korea or somewhere where y'all have like a five-leg home run ticket that we should be aware of before like something hits in mid-interview and you're like, oh, there we go. We hit our
No.
50th home run ticket of the day.
No, no.
No, unfortunately not.
I think
I
a
just
very big thing that we both focus on is waiting on lineups. So you usually don't see a lot of early tickets from us.
That's right.
the process that you are both doing, both when it comes to hitting home runs and building your brand and business, has just been amazing to sit back and watch. And really, it's just been a testament to your hustle. And I know it's a crew, right? Y'all two are the faces of She Got Game, and there are people behind, there's infrastructure behind it. But what happened? Y'all came over here. I was so excited. And by the time I was done telling somebody internally, like, yo, you got to take a look at what She Got, you just exploded.
Yeah, and we grew over like 100 times. Or it was something crazy when we joined you all. We had less than 100 core members, and now we just have been going crazy.
So, I mean, and I think a bit of the credit goes to you guys. I mean, obviously, we put in all the work for the Discord and stuff like that, but a bit of the credit goes to you guys. We can't discredit you because, before that, we were with WAP and they never did anything for us. They never noticed us. They never did anything for us at all. And I'm telling you, when we were with WAP, I hit a 200,000 odds parlay. I tagged them in the fucking post and they did nothing. 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 No promotion, no repost, nothing. Nothing. So I think a lot of that comes with you guys, but also me and Auntie, we kind of just set goals for ourselves. And I think that's a big thing. We're both hustlers. Like I've lived another life and I was a hustler. So I just kind of took my hustle skills and my work ethic and combined them both.
Yeah, and I also think the talent speaks for itself, right? We really look at things from a different perspective, right? I think we both see research totally different than others. And by doing that, we're able to kind of see the lines, see the players that people maybe not, don't pay attention to, and bring like a unique perspective that draws people into us and, helps them cash and helps us stay profitable for sure.
And that was always something that we were really big on too, like not just building a community where we're selling our bets. We're building a community where you can come to learn, you can come just for projections and lists, you to, kind of compare to your own research. You can come and, like our community, like we've been talking about has grown so large. I used to be so active in the chat and it's kind of hard to do that now just because there are so many people in there talking, but they are in there. Like if me or Auntie are cold and we're not hitting, the group is hitting for each other. Like they're putting plays together off of our list and they're hitting, even if we aren't. So I think that genuinity and the community that we built is part of the growth as well. Because, not a lot of groups out there are doing that kind of thing. They just want to sell their picks. They're not trying to educate their subscribers. They're not trying to teach their subscribers because they think, oh, at the end of the day, their subscribers are going to leave. But that's not the case. We've taught so many people and they're still there. They've been with us for over a year and they're not even tailing our plays anymore. They're putting plays out for our court. Like,
Well, that's something too that I
Yeah.
wanted to focus on here is not only have you successfully continue to build this internal brand, but you see, right, like there'll be a slip from one of you posted on Twitter, a hit, like a home run, a two leg, what have you. And it's not just the people in the Discord. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you, Petty. But it's other people in the community. It's cappers in the community. Shout out to Petty in class. Shout out to Auntie's list. Like shout out, and that's where I think it's so cool to see, which is you all continue to just cement this foothold in the space. And it's like
mhm.
the old adage, right? Like real recognize real. And you start
Yep.
to see other cappers in this space really like stick to what you guys are doing. And it's really cool to see.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
humbling.
Hmm.
For sure. In the beginning, we didn't really have that many followers, right? We really tried to just get it from the ground up and just get that acknowledgement and recognition from some of these people who've been in the business for years and years is great. And being female cappers, it's very hard in this space, right? We get knocked for it. We get
Let them
discredited
know. Let
often.
them know. This is your time. This is your time, not mine. You let them know how difficult. And like, I
Ah,
don't mean to jump in by all means, but like, this is an important topic, and this is a
Yeah.
platform. There's a lot of people paying attention, and I think people. It's one thing to read a tweet. It's one thing to see a back and forth, but to hear it from you too, as far as the fact that you do
And
have
just to touch
extra
on what
weight
she's
to
talking,
carry.
exactly. And just to touch on like what she's talking about, I mean, yes, and we don't want to make it like a female or female versus men kind of thing. That's not what we're trying to do. But like at the end of the day, if you go and you look around, do you see how much recognition men get so easily? They don't have to do anything. They put out a play and you're like, oh my God.
no, yeah,
Women,
it's for
you
chalk people.
question everything that we do. You question every single thing that we do. And that's part of the reason why I started the streaming, because I'm proving myself and showing you what I'm doing on the screen. So you can't question what I'm doing. You can't question my knowledge. You can't any of that. Me and Auntie can go toe to toe with some of your favorite male cappers in this space. And the craziest part is women get come at so much more often than men. Like they come at us over our list, but I see plenty of male cappers that put out lists with the same amount of players as we do, but you don't ever say anything to them. So I think it's really just like, we just don't understand why you keep coming for us in specific, or like even other people. I've had quite a few cappers reach out to us with Odd Shopper asking what's our secret. We mind our business. We're not constantly trying to expose somebody. We mind our business and we're there for our community and we're genuine.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're just trying to get people to, beat the books with us, right? We put our real
Us
money
against the
on the line with
books. Us
them. That's
against the
it.
books. And that's why we're so friendly with cappers. Like I have cappers that reach out like, is it okay if I come to your class? I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's perfectly okay. But
Oh yeah,
like
they
at the
use our
very end of
list.
the day, just like if you hit something based on
Shout us
like what I taught you or what we like, shout us out. That's all it takes
out.
is a simple shout out.
No, but I think that some cappers they come, they use our list, right? But they will never give us the credit, and that's okay. But we've seen that more than enough. But we really try to focus on what we're doing, and like Petty said, kind of mind our business and not worry about what everyone else is doing. We're very genuine. We're not trying to scam anyone. I've seen that word float around a lot. We're just really trying to help people make money. And I think people get confused. And thank you. I think it was you who used one of my lists and then played four players from a team and showed you can make profit, right? It's volume betting. I mean, you do have to bet volume at times, but if you're portioning your units correctly, you're going to be profitable. Um, and that's what we try to teach.
And that's a thing too that I never really got, which is our society is predicated on cheat sheets and lists. Anything you can do to just save time. Like we got
Yeah.
jobs, we got kids, we got life, or maybe we just don't have interest to sit there and read through 50 different people's ISO against a left-handed pitcher in the pitch mix, right? So you're doing it for us. Like, I mean, look, I'm going to date myself, right? But Cliff's Notes was a thing way back in the day where
Mhm.
you just got this book, and teachers were trying to outsmart you, asking stuff that specifically wasn't in the Cliff's Note. That's the book. The
Hmm.
book is trying to get you on stuff that's not in the sheets. I love it. I really do. I think it's fantastic. I think y'all have really honed in between class and the lists and what y'all have done as far as just growing the brand. We've seen it too. We have seen, Sin Bets and others in your crew come
Yes.
over, right? Like people who, again, not just external, but I mean, as far as growing within tails. So that's been the big thing for us, is just watching y'all put so much into it. Real quick, was there something that maybe was a little surprising about how easy it was or how quick it was to grow over here?
I think the promotion that you all did for us, highlighting us
I
in the
think you
newsletter was
still,
great. Yeah.
yeah, I think you still surprise us every day. Like you surprised me that day. You were trying to shut the haters down for Auntie. You went and you didn't tell us you were doing that. You just went and did it. And then you were like, look, I already profit. Like, leave Auntie alone. Like, you surprise us every day. And honestly, I mean, We weren't, I mean, we were expecting some more additional support versus what, but I don't know that we were expecting this advanced support. So, and that's really what we were missing.
Yeah, that sense of community you give us for sure.
Come on, y'all making me blush here. This is about you two, not me. No, look, that's
You
that's what we
opening,
do.
yeah. No, we
It's
appreciate that.
community, right? And we always expect the same. One thing we have to talk about before we end here, and again, just watching the growth, watching the trajectory. Now we're go from sports and sports betting to like the cooking show, right? Where they bring on the chef and they try to get some insight as how they build this incredible whiskey burger without you actually telling us the ingredients, right? So you don't have to give away the special sauce or whatever it is as far as how y'all keep hitting. But my goodness, how do y'all keep hitting?
Well, I'll give you an example even. Ruling people out. So the other day I posted this popular bet, right? Jazz. Everybody thought Jazz was going to hit a home run. And I just looked at it from a different angle. And I was able to remove him and narrow it down because a lot of people looked good in that game. So narrowing people down and removing them out is a great way.
She still teaches me something new every day. Like, and that's something that I think really like has helped build our bond and our connection too. Like, we teach each other something new every day. I know she's learned a lot from me. I've learned a lot from her. Like, she looks at stuff in a different way that I probably just would never pay attention to. But yeah, just like she just said with Jazz, I mean, she's the one who told me, like, who taught me to go in and, kind of look at pitchers splits. Everybody's always worried about batter splits, but pitcher splits. And I'm not talking about weak spots. I'm talking about the other stuff. But like, there's just always a different way to look at it. And as much as, I might get crucified for saying this, I played softball growing up my entire life. It's not the same as baseball. Apparently it doesn't correlate. You wouldn't say that to a dude that plays baseball or football though. But anyways, so I'm big with baseball. I know what matters. I know what mattered to me when I was playing softball. I know if they put me in that leadoff spot, I sucked, versus if they put me in that 4 or 5 hole, I was probably going yard. Like, there's so many different things that when it comes to baseball, and we look at all of them. And then on top of that, all I could tell you is girl math.
There you go. There you
For
go.
sure, girl math. And but also I don't want to move.
Intuition, a
Yeah,
little bit.
intuition as well. But we don't just do baseball, right? As we're going into the NFL season, right?
Let them
We
know.
start
That part.
we look at all different types of things as well. And we use a lot of tools, right? So we use doing prop finder, all of those tools to kind of hone in on what positions are being given up to, someone to score. We caught Patrick Mahomes last year. I think it was like 1,100 odds, Petty. Uh,
Yeah.
and we caught him because he was facing the same team on the same day. Patterns happen. Patterns are real, right? Caught him. He got that touchdown. We hit
Nice.
the slip. So patterns
Everybody
are
was like, no
real
way. There's no way he's going to go and score a touchdown just because he scored a touchdown on the same day 2 years ago. Well, guess what? He did.
Yeah.
yeah. So girl,
So,
we're not so
Love it.
logical like men sometimes, right? And sometimes logic just makes you not get creative, right? And we're always
right.
looking at creative
when you're
things.
when you're when you're too focused on like just the stats, and I'm not saying just the stats are not going to get you paid, because they do, right? But there's so many. I was just saying this in class the other day. There's so many times where like I hear people say, well, he was all green, why didn't he go? I bet you if you dug a little deeper, you would have found a reason why he was not going to go. So instead of blaming the batter, who is a human being, and human beings make mistakes, they deal with different things every single day of their life, just like we do. Um, you need to go in there and see, like, maybe he just doesn't do well on that day. Or maybe even though he looked green, he really wasn't when you went under the surface. So like, I try to find ways, just like Auntie said, ruling guys out. I try to find ways. I'm like, okay, well, I want to see, he's super green, but I want to see if there's a reason why he's not going to go today before I bet on him. Because if there is a reason he's not going to go, well, then I'll find somebody else. Especially when we have baseball 15 games a day, damn near every single day. So like, you don't need to chase every single game. And like Auntie said, like, NFL is coming up. NBA is coming back. Hockey will be right around the corner. We do have a capper that specializes in hockey. So, you know, you got to kind of make sure that you're managing your bankroll and not chasing every single game. And with that being said, there's always a different way to look at things. And like Auntie said, we use Dwank, Prop Finder, Game Day Insights, Hall of Fame app, everything you could think of. NBA roll back around. I'm hopping back on Odd Shoppers for them unders. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God,
So
yes.
Love it. Love it. All right. She got game up on tails. Auntie and Petty, you know the crew here, but you may not know everything that they're doing. Pardon me. Let me say that again. All right. She got game. Auntie and Petty, you know the crew, but you may not know everything that they're doing besides, of course, crushing it here on Tails. You could follow them on Twitter. They'll tell you that specific, but just let us know. Let us, the world, know where we can find you. Where is class? Where we can find anything that y'all are doing so that it's not just here on Tails, that we can really take part in everything that you're throwing out.
Okay, so you can find me on X, Petty Queen BBW. You can also find us with that same hashtag or that same username on Twitch. That's where you're going to find classes in session. We also have a channel over on Playback where we're going to be doing like live watch parties once it comes down to like NBA and that kind of thing. That one is Shawty Be Sniping, and then I'll let Auntie take over for the rest.
Sure. We also have a new Twitter page. Follow us at She Got Game, right? And then my Twitter is, or X is Phoenix, but it's PHENIX 911. And I'm very active with my community on Twitter, sometimes too much. But if you ask me a question, I'll probably answer it.
Love it. Appreciate y'all so much. This has been a blast. It's just a micro for watching y'all grow on a macro level. So thank you both. Continue to crush it. You know, we're going to be here helping, supporting, and watching you just take over. So thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Have
Have a
a good
great weekend.
day.
Take care.